Ladies and gentlemen, how y'all doing? HIMMELSDORF here, bringing you back WNF. How's everybody up to? Hope everybody's doing good over this whole Corona thing. Happy to be here. I got two great guys that I couldn't do this show without these guys. So, both these guys do an incredible job. Our moderator for this evening, great artist, great friend, all around just a super tanker, Mr. Omega. How you doing, sir?
Great. It's been a while, but looking forward to the stream tonight.
And of course, the guy with the mostest. You say his name 3 times, he'll appear just out of the middle of nowhere. The man, the myth, the legend, Dis himself. What up, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing great. You're always cracking me up with those intros, man. And I'm super happy to be here with Omega tonight. So it's good to have the crew back. And Wednesday Night Fights, we're back, man.
Yes, sir. All right.
I got the timer going, so both teams are starting to put tanks up. We got this first one featuring White Wolves versus PhD, and this is an ITW match encounter 8v8.
I just realized I had colorblind mode on, and the purple and the blue look awfully similar.
Uh-oh.
Got to change that.
So for those that don't know, the ITW is an intermediate tanker tournament. So these are clans that are considered kind of at that intermediate level, maybe not exactly pro or championship level, but it gives an opportunity for those teams to kind of showcase their talent both at an equal level. And we've seen some really fantastic matches in the ITW, and it's a great format to see up and coming clans.
Yes, sir. Most definitely. A lot of teams coming up through the division. I mean, even to like
we got all the tanks up.
Like when Nightmare started off as like silver division, which would be pro division now. So
yeah. There you go. Well, we got about 40 seconds left. I'll run through the White Wolves tanks there. We got Cotton in an M60 Lone Killer and a Bat Chat Double Machines with Dragoon Chief and what is that? Jerome. And then we got double Super Conks with Dead Man and Recliff Seal or 666. And then finally Spartan and the Chieftain in a 5A in 4. Over to you.
Swell, Milan Palms, Kill Bill, the M60, Shadow and the IS-7, Silent, Scorpio, Machines, Black Shirt, Slick, 5As, Bonded, Apollo, and the 113. Let's go tanking.
Nice. Haven't seen an encounter match in a while. It seems like all the rage has been ITW. I mean, what do you call it? The multi-base, in GTL, the multi-base format. So it'd be interesting to see some encounter matchups.
Yes, sir. Give a shout out to Omega. You're going to see a whole new like scoring system up there on the top with the flames. You guys are going to the White Wolves logo. Sir, that was yours, wasn't it?
Yep.
Oh, I love that one. That's an awesome one.
That one and the On Your 6 one, which is the second match, is actually, I think, my very first logo I've ever done for any clan.
I'm going to have those guys coming up here later. 12 Hands versus On Your 6 at the 10 p.m. slot.
Should be a fun one.
Yes, sir.
Looks like White Wolves is interested in exploring that 1-2 line with some of their mediums and a machine. Definitely have some couple auto loaders there in that M60.
Oh, this little formation.
PhD.
Man.
Yeah, they're just heading down there.
Pain Train right there, baby. Pain Train.
Yeah. Speedy. Lots of mobility. And you can see they're kind of supercharging each other there. Really good example of how to push those tanks and really get them into battle quickly using the M60 and the machines. Light tank has already scouted it out. Oh, he missed the climb. Swell tried to get up there in the Rompons. Didn't work out. That's not a terrible thing. But boy, if he got that position, that would be
Yeah,
pretty overpowered up there.
exactly.
No intel by White Wolves yet. White Wolves has no idea where any of the tanks are for PhD. They've all made it down in the
They
dip.
have to be guessing right now that it's a complete 9-line push. Can Swell make it? Can Swell make it up and not get?
Oh, he
netted?
made it, but he took
Ooh.
shots, and he's going to take more shots. I don't think he's safe yet. Okay, it pushed through the cap, so they now know that pretty much PhD is all down there.
Who's the focus fire call put on? They're going to ignore the 5A.
It almost seems they need to push, right? Do they need to push? Or they're going to be sandwiched from behind here if they don't push over that ridge and take out the...
Yeah, if they don't move, they're going to be done. Kill Bill, he is going to go down. Got in there, at least was able to get some good shots in, but now Chieftain going to go out first. Yep.
Yeah. This is a focus fire drill right here. Really good focus fire so far on that Conqueror. I loved how they took that Conqueror down. Second Conqueror needs to be the focus now so they can turn their guns around and deal with the incoming autoloaders. There it is. Still very close match right now.
Some great action going on
I don't like how White Wolves kind of came in one tank at a time on that counter push. I would have liked to see them come in all at once. Doing a good...
Oh,
they're losing too many tanks too quick. Yeah. Lone Killer is on reload right now on the bat chat, so he has the boogie.
That the T for TK is way back there. Never was able to catch up with them.
Yeah, it seems like he needed to get up in that fight sooner, especially when the two autoloaders in the M60 pushed in. Having that alpha of the 5A would have been very helpful. That machine stayed alive for a long time. There are some one-shots there.
Yep, Lone going to be reloaded here. Lone now reloaded. Can he get what? Going after the 5A. Can he get
Puts
it?
one
Can
in.
he get it?
Can he get him? Oh. Try.
All right,
Two one-shot tanks there, but for TK is, I think, going to get knocked out here.
There it is. GG's PhD.
Yeah, that was still a good battle. I liked White Wolf's tactics there, trying to do the wrap. I just think they needed intel sooner, and if they had that, it might have been a different match for them. You want to hit some damage there, Hells? Or would you like me to
Go ahead, sir.
roll through it? Yeah, I'll look over here on the White Wolf side really quick. A lot of tanks, getting well over 1,000, a few getting close to 2,000 there. Down in the machine there with 1937 with Jeremo. Pretty good outing right there. He stayed alive for a long time. Superconk with 1983. Big damage dealer for them was T for TK in the 5A with 3,000 plus damage. So really fine game there. Still wasn't enough. On the PhD side, some really big numbers there. On an Apollo, they were 2,300 damage. So pretty good stuff right there. Silent in the machine with almost 1,900. Looking at a few other of these, Black Shirt in the 5A with 1,700, Mystic in the machine 2,700, and then look at these, the IS-7 Shadow with almost 3,500 in damage. Great game there, but there's one even better, Slick in the 5A with over 4K and 3 kills. What a game. So talk about cranking out the numbers there on the PhD side.
Yes, sir. Great
All right,
job.
I'm going to start the timer here, and we'll get them rolling on the next one.
All right.
I do think on steps, and I'm guessing you will agree, but I think intel is so vital because it is a map where you can be attacked from so many different directions. Not knowing where the enemy force is just, and letting them kind of get that close in the engagement with all 8 tanks
Right.
is just devastating, especially if you're going with a split strategy like White Wolves was. It's not that White Wolves had a bad strategy, they just didn't have the intel to execute it.
Exactly. Getting eyes in the sky at least.
Yeah, you gotta get something, get a whiff of where that big mob of tanks was going. I think they could have reacted a little bit better. So I'm guessing in the ITW you can bring 3 of one type of tank, because I'm seeing 3 super conks and 3 sleazy E's.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Great thing with IT Dub, rules are pretty much cut clear and simple, just like all the rest of the
Yeah.
old school. Oh, you want to go down
Perfect.
PhD real fast?
Yeah, it looks like all their tanks are up, so I'll run down theirs. In the Rompons are swell. We have Shadow in the IS-7, along with Cage. Machine being brought out by Silent. Bonded Apollo, Kill Bill, and Slick, all in the Super Conks. And then Black Shirts in the 5A. Pretty good lineup there.
Hey, Omega, do you want to go down White Wolves or?
Yep, I'll go ahead and do that. So we have T for TK. In the bat chat, you have Riggin, Lone Killer, and Dead Man, all in the Object 279E. Then you had Dragoon Chief and the Kronvon, and the pair of Super Conks are by Spartan and was that Refical 666?
Yeah.
So let me just.
That's Lucifer. That's
Okay.
666, Lucifer. Backwards.
Oh, I see it. Lucifer backwards. Oh, I see it.
Oh. These tricky names, Lucifer backwards.
Right?
So I just recently got the T95 E6.
Oh,
Where do
how
you
do you
guys
like it?
put that along? I like it
timer's
better
up.
than the M60, and I like it better than my Patton. Just the gun handling and the speed of it is nice. It just has a spaceship on top.
It
But at the
does
same
have a
time, so
spaceship.
does the
M60.
M60.
M60. So I mean,
I like the
but
speed.
it's lower.
I think the gun handling on the M60 is definitely better. It feels sharper and snappier. But you trade that for more alpha, right? And DPM. I mean, having those 7 shots that you can snap off there in a minute is pretty good.
Yeah, I was impressed with how fast it reloaded and how it can snapshot. And it sits a lot lower than both the M60 and the Patton, so
Yeah.
can be
It's a
a
good
little
tank. I
sneakier.
think it's fun in pubs. We've seen a few teams roll them out on in comp, but I don't think it's really taken off that much.
Yeah, I was just
Seems very
seeing
situational.
I've seen the M60's last game, and you know, I was thinking that I was just wondering which is better, the M60 or the T95 E6, because the E6 is
kind of
faster.
base it. Yeah, I kind of base it off what I see at the championship level, and I still see the M60 being pulled out on more maps by championship level teams. So,
Yeah.
like we have a little fight going on here in the middle of the map here with the Rompons are in the bat chat, kind of duking and dueling it out for vision.
Do you see how far back PhD's sitting though right now?
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm nervous about that. They have
Quick.
these IS-7s way back here with this machine.
And the 5A.
And the 5A is right, you're right. See, this is where I think, again, HD has gotten, I think, a little bit better intel and knows that they're all pushing to the cap, but they need to get over there to react. Can you hold them off with just 3 Super Conquerors? For a little while, yeah, but not forever.
I think the advantage that they have is they're going up against the 279s and Super Conqueror, which are all so slow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they can't lose that Rompons. You can. Dragoon Chief, they're trying to get rid of the pesky light.
Wells doing a great job of just kind of harassing the backside of White Wolves as they move towards the cap. But once you get all those sleazy E's on the cap, is that their play?
You would think so.
The
And then have
sleazy E's on the
and
cap?
then have the Super Conks as the
Push up to the ridge.
right. A lot of shots getting bounced off the E's.
So,
That's a
this
good
is one of the things, with the encounter, you have to, if those of us that have been stuck on NBA mode, it's, it's a minute and 30 seconds once you get 3 tanks on. So it's a while.
Right. Well, it looks like White Wolves held the Convon back to at least be a damper speed bump.
Smart.
Silent. Hanging back there in the back.
Speaking of the 268 version 4, they brought that out too. I didn't even see that when you're going down the tank lineup. I think White Wolves might be in a little bit of trouble now. They weren't able to hold off that rear push from the IS-7s and 5A, and they
Keeper TK
don't have the high ground.
Circling out silent here in the machine.
But PhD now has more than a 20% hit point lead now. They're just bleeding White Wolves.
Right. They have the better superior map placement here. The E's armor's great, but up until a point.
Well, you're shooting down on it too, and that's where it loses that armor value. With a Super Conch shooting straight down on that plate, it just goes right through like butter.
Yep.
Yeah, actually, I think I miscounted. I thought there's 3 279Es, but one was the 268. So.
Oh, okay. There it is.
There it is.
And they didn't lose a tank.
No, they did what White Wolves wanted to do last match.
Yeah.
Always stay
sure.
high on that map. Stay high on the bull.
Look, a minute with a minute 30, yeah. Looking down the White Wolf side here on damage. Excuse me, swallowing some bad air there. Chief there in the Kronbong put out almost about 1,300. Same thing with Cotton in one of those sleazy E's. But, it's just kind of one of them. Yeah, Cotton was able to do a little bit of blocking damage, about 1,300. And then the Bat Chat, T for TK, putting out just over 2K. But over on the other side, wow. Again, another great damage spread across the board. Highlight the big boys across the top there. Kill Bill and the Super Conqueror blocking 2K, putting up 2,500. That's an awesome game right there. Bonded Apollo, also 4K plus. Super game, the other Super Conqueror Slick, putting up almost 4K with almost 1,500 block. Those Super Conquerors right there, that is a hell of a damage spread right there. And everybody else on the team over 1,000 hit point, 1,000 in damage. Really great.
Yes, sir.
All right.
One hell of a good match. Now we are off to Hem's Night.
Switching over, have we switched maps yet?
Yes.
Okay, then I am going to go ahead and start the timer now. Get it rocking and rolling.
Yeah, I'm not sure about bringing that tank destroyer. I mean, like you said, I haven't tested it out, but it got a speed buff. But I mean,
I think
having
it's
no
fun
turret.
for yeah, I think it's fun for pubs. I don't know if there is a comp place for that. It just seems like there are better tanks, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, like on this map, you know, an E3 and E4 has been used in the past. And I still think an E3 is better to sit in a window because it doesn't have the weak spot like the version 4 does on top, the periscope. So.
But I do want to do some quick shout-outs really fast. Ginger, another viewer. Bodybuild Mayhem, my bubble buddy. Nightbot, of course. 1066, what up? Vishaw. Will. And Black Shirt, how y'all doing this evening?
Cool, we got a lot of people.
Tuning in, how you doing? Oh, there's Beavers now in.
Nice. Appreciate everybody coming out as usual. Good to have some of the usuals back as well. Looks like we got all the tanks up here. I'll hit the White Wolf side. Lone Killer in that E4, we were talking about that one. Looks like Warrior King in the ST1. Got double machines there with Spartan and Jeremo. And looks like, ooh, we got the VK72 by Cotton. And then Lucifer win the Super Conqueror with T4TK in the 5A. Over to you, Hells.
All right, over on PhD side, here we go. Azure and Mystic Bolt and IS-7 silent with Cage in the machines. Bonded Apollo with Swell in the Super Conks, Black Shirts, and Oz Slick in those 5As. About 30 seconds left. Thank you for everybody coming out on the inaugural night. 10 p.m. hour will be On Your 6 versus 12 Pans. I think that one is NBA format. Let's see here, and then big shout out to everybody. Hope you're all being safe with all this craziness going on, both with the pandemic and with I guess I'd call it protesting.
I don't know if you can call it that. I mean, as long as you stay with the people that are doing it the peaceful way, yes, it's protesting.
Absolutely.
That's a whole different storm to open up there if we got into that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a totally different show
sad.
On a different network.
It's just sad. That's all I gotta say.
Yes, very much, and very disappointing.
So, I haven't... Oh yeah, we are... So that E4, do you think he's going to be going to the hill, or do you think he's going to try sneaking around the back?
I think you got to get that thing up the hill.
What about the waffle? I didn't realize there's a waffle in here.
I think could be a good rear defender, because normally by the time you sneak around the backside, it'll be loaded, and you don't want to eat those waffle shots trying to head up.
Yeah, I was mixed feelings on the rebalance of the waffle, but having 4 shots really wasn't that bad with the faster reload.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
even with the 150 pin, you know, and stuff like with the burst capability, and then reloading, what is it like? With the 40 seconds.
37 seconds.
Yeah, really.
37
real
seconds.
Quick. So I mean.
Yeah, it looks like he's using the big 150 on it.
There we go. We got just a big hill brawl here.
How
No
you
one
doing?
has bothered. No one has bothered to get any intel. They're
Nope.
just sending all the tanks up to the top of the castle, and it's just going to be a slugfest.
I love this.
I know you do, Hells.
Get some
Yeah, but
great-
with the
and-
slow armor and slow tanks that White Wolves have, they're
It'd be a
going
little
to
uneven
probably
getting
pause
up
at the
there.
top. Those machines need to back down.
Or push, or kind of hold behind the castle and wait till your buddies get there, right?
Well, I guess...
Looks like they're going to try
actually-
to, both the machines are on both sides are going to try to get some early farm.
Mhm. Well, the big head, the alien queen,
Oh, you better back up.
off trigger E100.
I think Spartan is a little overextended here. He needs to be
I-
careful. He's getting some good shots in. But if they push now, he's going to be in trouble.
Yep. TK trying to save his machine, but getting some good bounces.
The E4 just
This is
made it
the
to
right
the top
play,
of the
though.
hill.
This is the right play. Don't overcommit. Just shoot. To play right into the hands of White Wolves if can't get out of
And
that
he
dip.
bounces that shot, though.
DK is living forever.
Right?
He's a 1 now. Well,
PhD got stuck. PhD needed to
They
start
got stuck
rotating.
on that
Yep,
low
they
lip.
Need, they need
That's
to
not
start
where you
pulling
wanna be.
back. Yeah, like the machine needs to rotate back and around to go take up top.
Zero Shadow is a 1-shot now. He goes down. The thing that's helping PhD right now is there's so many dead tanks in
Tanks
front
on
of
the
them
right.
right now. They're kind of using that dead machine is working out to their advantage.
Dragoon peeking way too far there, getting shot in the low plate.
He's a 1-shot now.
Silent poking way too far, now getting hit in
Another
the
one
soft
goes down.
shoulder.
White Wolves is doing well right now. It's very even, but they have a lot of 1-shot tanks. They have more guns in the game, but a lot of 1-shot tanks. Spartan isn't even loaded, and he's poking.
Miko was able to get the clip off into Apollo, and now Swell is trying to take on 3 tanks. They're very low. Oh, that's a V kill.
Oh. Ripon just came back around. He rotated, which was very smart because he had all the hit points.
Here comes a fully loaded Waffle. Let's see if this
Slow
Waffle
Samurai.
can smack some of these 5As on the back side of the castle. There we go. Waffle's doing work right now.
Swell has to be ammo racked.
There it is. Waffle came in and helped finish off the 5A and the Conqueror, so White Wolves still close just because of the 1-shot tanks.
Slick still has the round. Oh, and miss it.
Lucifer's hanging on there with 20 hit points. This is White Wolves to win right here. They have the hit points, they have the alpha, and they almost have a fully loaded Waffle again.
Right.
Waffle's loaded. It's 1 shot. 2
Yeah.
shot.
Beast.
3 shot.
For the cleanup. YTG. That's a good brawl.
They brought it
White
back.
Wolves coming back. Looking at the damage on the PhD side, few big hitters over here. Bonded Apollo in the Super Conqueror putting up 2K. Slick in the 5A putting up 2,500, blocking almost 1,900. That's a great game in the 5A. Down at the bottom, we have Mystic in the IS-7 with almost 3,400 in damage and blocking about a K there. So really good games there. Needed a little bit more. Over on the White Wolf side, really type of damage that you like to see spread across the board. Lucifer there in his Super Conqueror putting up almost 3K damage with a kill and blocking over 2K. That's a great game. Spartan in the Machine, 2,300 in damage, blocking almost 23. That's almost a 23-23 game with a kill. That's fantastic work. Lone Killer in the E4 with a kill, 3,500. And then you got the other Machine at 2,700. But there it is, YTG in the Waffle, putting out almost 4,700 in damage with 2 kills. What a game to finish up with.
Yes, sir. Hell of a
Right,
great
so
job.
here we go. Yeah. I love to see a good competitive. Was this, does anyone know if this was White Wolves' map?
I had no idea.
Okay.
I was definitely surprised by the pick of the waffle that they were able to keep it alive with that giant head of it.
Oh yeah, but
So
I think it
played
would have
well.
had. I think it was because PhD went low and got stuck low.
Mhm.
That waffle was able to kind of stay up behind the fray and just dump its clip and then back up. The
Yeah, and they always
rotation of the
had a tank in
waffle
front of it.
near the end to wrap around, clean up those two tanks was pivotal in that victory. Not only was the waffle kind of a surprise, it turned out being the tank of the game.
Yeah.
Everyone, hi guys, thanks for tuning in.
Oh, they're bringing an E3 this time. That thing's gonna take forever to get up the hill.
More time to talk while the tanks are getting into battle, right?
Right. Well, Omega, do you want to get on PhD?
Yep, I'll go ahead and do that. Mystic in his T110E4. You have FW Azul in his IS7 along with PhD Kishkeg. And then you have Silent in the T57, and then PhD Bonded and Kill Bill in the Super Conqueror, and the pair of 5As by Black Shirts and OZ Slick.
Go ahead, Dis.
Yeah. Over on the White Wolf side, we have the E3 that we were talking about with Dragoon Chief. So we'll see how that goes. Heat 57 being brought out by Cotton, Double Machines Lone Killer and Jerome. And then 3 super conks there, Deadman, Lucifer, and T4TK. Bringing in the autoloaders. Oh, and it looks like Spartan added an E4 into the mix, so we got those super conquerors with that high DPM, and then 3 autoloaders with 2 big alpha guns on the White Wolf side. Looks like we still might have, yes, one more. No, I think we got all of the other tanks up too. We're good, we're just waiting for the clock to run out here.
Just a little ahead of the game, but hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing wrong with that. Looks like a little bit, maybe a little bit more speed on the PhD side, just with the 5As and IS7s. But I think those machines should get up the hill first, regardless on which side they're on. We saw that in the last battle. So in terms of getting that early guns in the game, I would put my money on White Wolves, I think. Doesn't mean that it'll win, it just means they'll be the first tanks up there.
Right. Dead Man represent, how you doing? Dead Clan out there in the Twitch land, how you doing? Hey guys, don't forget, go over to the YouTube Wednesday Night Fights. Bieber's put up some incredible GTL footage of the EU division. I think he's covered some intermediate league, I think. But go over there, check it out, click that subscribe, hit that remind. And then I think today there was a...
You cover a unicorn match?
Yep, Unicorn versus Corrupt. So.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. Don't tell me what happened.
Okay.
Those matches, I've really enjoyed a lot of the European matches that have been going on. Really fantastic.
Yeah, most definitely. Beaver's been doing some quality stuff over there and banging out as many videos as possible. So, big shout out to
been
Beaver
fun.
the man.
Yeah, good work, bud. Both teams again going straight up the hill. It's the pain train of PhD just meandering up the B line. 5A, as you would expect, would be taking the lead. What are they doing with these machines? Are they looking for a wrap? Yes, they are. Look at this. These machines are waiting on the banana road for White Wolves. And they're going to be very patient.
Out of the 16 tanks that we have on the board, only 5 of them are running fire extinguishers.
Ooh.
And only 1 tank on PhD is running a fire extinguisher. So I'm surprised we have not seen more fires off these Americans and British tanks.
I agree with you. Well, here we go. We got the machines
Wonder
now
how
making the
long.
rotation down banana. The good thing about where these machines are right now, if they really step on it, they will catch the backside of these last tanks, especially the tank destroyers, cresting. And that can be devastating. But they're being a little too cautious. They're being too cautious. It's not going to happen.
But at least you're gonna have some machines on the rear.
Yeah, they'll still be there. I just don't know why. I mean, I get it. They want it to be a surprise.
Well, White Wolves are being patient on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they had a lot of. I think maybe they're actually probably holding back the machines and waiting for some of that TD love from the E3 E4 combo starts doing some work.
Yeah.
Well, let's
So
see here.
HD is
What are they doing?
I think oh, it looks like is the E4 going to be the target?
E4 target?
Yeah, E4 is the
E3
target.
still hasn't made it to the top of the hill.
And there it is. Great focus fire from the machines. They back down and they are both on reload, taking out an E4. That was really nice. Well done, White Wolves.
E3 made it to the party.
Here's the problem. These machines are to be loaded in just a few more seconds here. If they allow them to get a whole nother tank out, they're in big trouble.
Spartan and his E4 needs to back down. That's a lot of firepower he's trying to put that thing into.
Yep.
The problem is they didn't focus fire those 2 clips off the machines this last time around.
Yeah. Still, they were able to weaken that one tank enough
Yeah.
to bring down Bonded Apollo, and now we're seeing more of a push,
Yep.
at least on the top side, by White Wolves. The 2 Super Conquerors are going in on Kill Bill, and Kill Bill's down to a 1-shot. He should go down.
Yeah.
There he goes. Here comes
This
the
5A
machine.
is doing his best, but he's
Yeah,
getting from all
he has no help now.
sides. Yeah.
White Wolves is just putting on a clinic right now on how to brawl the castle.
Yeah, all they lost was 1 tank.
Yeah, they have been
Impressive.
fantastic. I mean, just the tactics and the focus fire have been really good. GG's to White Wolves. Woo.
All right.
So where are we? What are we off to? We're off to Ghost Town now. Is that how ITW goes?
Yes, it does.
All right. Well, I'll do some damage spread while you're getting the match switched over. Looking at the PhD side. Wow. Really were not able to get a whole lot going. Slick in that 5A was able to get almost 2K out, put up 1,200 blocked. Valiant effort in trying to hold off those double machines. And then really only the T57 was able to put out over 2K there from Silent. And not much else after that. Over on the White Wolf side, they only lost 1 tank. Great damage spread across the board. It's hard to really single out just one person there. Spartan there in the E4 put out 1,700 in damage. Deadman in the Super Conqueror, 1,500 in damage. Lucifer and his Super Conqueror, almost 2,300 in damage and a kill. T for TK in his Super Conqueror, 2 kills, 3,400 in damage. Great game. Lone Killer in the machine, 2,600 in double kills. Look at the other machine. Almost exactly the same damage output, almost 2,600 in damage. 2 really good games out of the machines. The E3 got into it. Chief was able to put up 2,600 and pick up 2 kills. And then Cotton in the 57 putting up 1,500. So GG's to White Wolves, tying it up here 2-2 as we go to Ghost Town. I'm going to go ahead and start the timer.
I've already started the timer.
Oh, you got it. You're ahead of me, man. Awesome.
Thanks again for everybody who's tuning in this evening. We got some great teams after this on your 6-12 pans coming up after this one. So that one's going to be exciting. That would be some GTL-ish IT dub semi-pro kind of love going on.
Got it, got it, got it.
So, everybody else that's tuning in, want to give big giant shout outs to everybody that has came in tonight. Aggressive, Ginger still in there. How you doing? Another viewer, Bodybuild Mayhem, Cody, Commander Root, Crested Emperor, DJ Bob's, Frenzy Killer, High Five Jake, Tornado, Joe, J-Dog, how you doing? Spartan, Tans, that guy, TK Ninja, and Will, how y'all doing this evening?
Good. I'm glad so many people are coming out and watching. It's good to have everybody back. Looks like the White Wolves is kind of running pretty much a similar lineup that they just used on Himmels, bringing out the same TDs with the double machines again, same players. Seems like they have a recipe that they like for city brawling. And there's even the 57 comes back.
Yeah, where PhD was impressive on steps, White Wolves were equally as impressive on Himmelsdorf.
Yep. Down here. That is a heck of a lineup there by PhD there with the 3 IS-7s, 3 Super Conks, and 2 57s so far.
I was sitting there looking at all the chat. Do you think I could do it in 10?
Probably not.
Azure, Cage, Slick, IS-7s, Black Shirt, Silent 57 Heavies, Bonded to Pyro, Kill Bill, and Swell on Super Conks. They made it easy.
You got the $20. That was really good.
White Wolves still need one tank. There it goes.
They got it up. They brought the waffle again with YTG, Chief and Spartan both with the TDs, Lone and Cotton. Okay, we had the double machines and the 57 again.
I have to say, Megan, thank you. That scoreboard looks pretty sweet with the flaming numbers. That was
not a problem.
That came out pretty.
Just a quick little thing.
Are you looking at a chat right now?
PhD for the win goes. Which chat?
The ITW chat, match game chat. Like, oh, Omega's on it. Here we go.
They have 3 tank destroyers.
Oh, 3 TDs. Yes. Oh no. Apparently, you cannot have 3 TDs, and White Wolves threw up, as you can see there, the Waffle, the E4, and the E3, which is a DQ. That's a bummer way to go.
Yeah.
Looks like PhD is just sitting in spawn. They are... looks like they're not going to play this out.
See if they'd want to go ahead and, if they call it a DQ, and then play around, and then go ahead and, that way we can kill up just about another 5 more minutes if they wanted to play.
Yeah, that's a bummer. Too bad. I was really looking forward to seeing this tiebreaker match.
Right.
Yeah, that's a rough way to go, but rules are rules. And they pulled that third TD right at the 11th hour.
It seemed like maybe they were kind of panicked to
Yeah. Maybe somebody was just hovering over that tank and they just hit A to throw something up.
Looks like they're just trying to get everything figured out here. Make sure that...
Unfortunately, there's no place to drown themselves.
Well, and unfortunately, we're probably running up, getting close to the time for the next match here in about 10 minutes.
Well, we should have enough time if they just cap this out really fast. I'm finding out, and then that way we can click it right on in. Try to keep it.
Yeah.
Try to get these guys. Everybody that was watching Game 5s.
Oh yeah, I agree 100%. I want to see it.
Both teams agree they're going to play one for fun, so we're going to cap this one out. We'll go ahead and throw out the PhD does take the win, but they were gracious enough to play Game 5 for us again.
That is nice of them, but if White Wolves win, it's going to be an ouch of a what if.
Yeah, and that's just unfortunately not.
Well, it makes it a rematch for later on, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
You know, you don't know what was going on there. Either it was a late tank pick, and there was this panic, and it was throw something up, or was it not knowing the rules? We don't know.
So I'm looking to get a editing gaming rig. You guys have any recommendations of who to go with, or should I contract somebody to build one? What?
Like PC
Hells would tell you better.
Yeah, PC, because my laptop's not handling my favorite games very well anymore.
I'll hook you up with what me and Beeve did, and and not too bad, you know.
Yeah,
it's always expendable. So I'll hook you up with some options.
Yeah, BattleTech, just getting back into it and trying to get to the mods, but my laptop can't handle the modded version.
Understand that. All right, here we go. Take picks coming up.
Yeah. It just looks like probably they're going to throw up the same thing again, I'm hoping.
I think so. Just for Death Star now. Now they're playing for funsies.
Yeah. Well, and we're going to get to see here live how that new Death Star pin works out. Oh, they took it down. Let's not put up too many TDs this time. You bring in the 263. 263 is a fun tank to use in a comp situation.
It is.
It does seem that they're a little bit. White Wolves is trying to figure out what's going on here. They had 4 machines. Now they're back down to 3 machines.
I'm torn on the 263 or the 268. I love them both.
Yeah.
It's just
I do enjoy the 263.
Well, if everyone wants to run down White Wolves really fast, go for it.
Sure. I'll go ahead and give it a shot there. Since I just mentioned 263, you have a YTG20 in the 263, 4005 with Cotton, M60 Spartan Lone Killer, and Jerome Miko in the machines along with Deadman, and then double super conks with Lucifer and T4TK.
All right, PhD side, Azure, Cage, Slick, IS7s, Blackshirt, Silent, 57 Heavies, Bonded, Kill Bill, Swell, Super Comps.
Little different lineup here for White Wolves. See what their tactics are going to be.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what the first shot of this 4005 is and what kind of role it has.
Yeah. I was telling Hells, I was bragging the other day that I ran into a Death Star in my LT light tank, and I was about half health, and I was coming around a corner in Ruinberg. Didn't see it, shot me, didn't kill me.
Did it break everything?
No, left me on a few hit points, but I was able to put 2 shots into the Death Star and then kill it. So I'm sure that guy was throwing his controller that he couldn't kill a half health LT-100 with a Hesh round.
Yeah, nothing like hunting down a leopard with a Hesh round.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
We're off and rolling.
PhD creeping up the 2-3 line.
Keeping their tanks pretty tight together there. Not a lot of spread.
Now,
They're
comparison on the
NASCARing
other
it.
side, White Wolves spreading it out, wanting to get some intel going on. Lone going far, far south here. I know I'm in orbit here, guys. I'll pull it in tighter, but
Yeah,
Ghost
these
is a
tanks are in
pretty good
trouble
size
here
one.
if they get trapped behind this this B1 position, and they just roll this over them. They're going to get smashed quickly. And I think
Yeah, they
that's
should
what
have pulled out
PhD
by
said
now.
to do. I mean, that would have been
Yeah,
my
they should.
call, is go up and over and smash them. It's an 8 versus 3 right now.
Yeah, swarm them like the bees upon the murder hornets.
Murder Hornets,
Oh,
yes.
there was a
Ammo
Oh, I
rack
just saw a
on
top
I-7.
go flying.
That made that machine
Mecco
day.
is going to be... Dead Man tried running.
Yeah, he's on reload.
There's
and
another
boom,
top
he's
pop.
done. Wow,
No, well,
double
that
top
he was
pop.
ammo
It's
racked
like
already
fireworks.
too.
Alright, now 40 seconds left on the clock, and this is a lot of heavy, slow tanks.
Yeah. Now, the 57 will be reloaded and probably be the first in there, but let's see if
Yeah,
it
but that
takes one of
machine
those,
is playing
playing defense
there.
there, trying to keep him out.
What'd that 4005 just hit for?
I missed
0
that.
damage.
0 damage. Ouch. So the 57 just needs to put a good block right there. Really nice block. 10 seconds to go. Oh, this lone killer in the
4,
machine is being
3, 2.
so cheeky.
Oh,
Oh, they got the
There
reset.
it is, there's a reset.
Thought Lone almost had done it. Lone might. Ooh, pin those shots there. Lone's on reload. So is the 4005 is on reload. Oh, I think White Wolves might be in a little bit of trouble here.
Death Star coming around the corner. Oh, God.
Needs to land a big shot here.
Oh, he has a
Surprise! But
miss.
miss.
Oh
Ouch.
no! Ooh, yay.
Oh, he had the rear end. He had the rear end of a super conch.
PhD made great rotations. They jumped that overmatch, and they were able to get back. That's the one thing, you know, on Encounter. Is Encounter, that clock, even when you got 3 tanks on it, that's a minute and a half. It's a long time. It's not like NBA where, like, woo.
PhD coming out and
All
winning
right.
that one.
But, yeah, looking really good on that map.
Brad Gradkowski, thank you for the raid of 14. Thank you so very much. Welcome, everybody. How you guys doing?
Yeah, welcome aboard. Nice. Real quick on damage side, looking over on the White Wolf side. The big numbers right there, down there at the bottom. Dead Man in the Machine putting up 2,100 in damage, picking up a kill. And also YTG in the 263, putting up 2,300 in damage. But it just wasn't enough. to get it done. PhD was just unified and focused in their fire as they rolled through the White Wolves to finish up this last match. We have black shirts in the 57, putting up almost 1,700 and picking up a kill. Swell in the Super Conqueror with almost 3K in damage there and picking up double kills. Bonded Apollo in his Super Conqueror with over 3K in damage. And Kill Bill with 1,300. Silent in the T57, putting up almost 2,500 in damage. Cage in the IS-7, putting up almost 3,400 in damage with 2 kills. And then finally Slick in his IS-7, putting up almost 1,900 in damage and picking up a kill and picking up the 3rd win for PhD tonight. Great match tonight between these two teams.
Yes, sir.
Very
much
even.
so. That was an amazing, amazing set. Up next, Tall Pans on your 6. That one's going to be a good one.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Looking forward to that match for sure.